Think of a large futuristic city in the middle of the desert in the American West, complete with well-designed streets and highways that are jam-packed with driverless electric cars. A stunning metropolis that can compete with New York in terms of size and prestige, Tokyo in terms of accessibility, and Stockholm in terms of sustainability. A ridiculous multi-billion-dollar scheme to build a city with the same scope and ambition as the Line in Saudi Arabia. What are we waiting for? Let's dive right in and learn everything we can about this exciting metropolis. Telosa, a planned city in the American desert, is expected to cost $400 billion to construct. Mark Law, a billionaire, put forth the Telosa concept in September 2021. It will be constructed someplace in the arid western US. Telosa is a name derived from an old Greek word that means highest purpose. According to Law, it will be constructed on 150,000 acres in Nevada, Utah, or Arizona, and by 2030, it hopes to draw 50,000 diverse individuals. Law's construction strategy is thoroughly thought out because of his goals for the city. The Telosa Community Foundation, a non-profit, will purchase the property required to build the city. Law called it land that is essentially worthless. The development of the city is being overseen by renowned Danish architect Bjarke Ingels, whose firm is developing Telosa, and former US Attorney Preet Bharara. The foundation believes that when the land's value increases as a result of development, it will eventually be able to sell it and put the proceeds into something similar to an endowment that will pay for housing, healthcare, education, and other requirements. Telosa's goal is to serve as a center of innovation and technology. Its developers hope to establish a Silicon Desert by luring high-tech businesses and startups to the region. A research and development facility for sustainable technologies and clean energy is also expected to be included. So what is so special about this city? Let's dive into some of its key features. Telosa's emphasis on sustainability is one of its distinguishing qualities. The city will utilize innovative water management technology to conserve resources, as well as renewable sources of energy like solar and wind. The city will also be planned to encourage green transportation, with a focus on bike lanes and accessible public transportation. In order to make Telosa the world's most environmentally friendly metropolis, fossil fuel power automobiles will be banned. To be as sustainable as possible, Telosa will take environmental concerns and sustainability into account at every stage of construction. The current natural environment will be taken into account by the planners to support the flow of natural resources. Fossil fuel-powered cars won't be permitted while construction is taking place, and all buildings and other infrastructure will be green. Apart from this, Telosa also has an emphasis on community and livability. The city is planned to include a wide range of housing alternatives, including inexpensive housing, as well as plenty of open spaces and parks for inhabitants to enjoy. The city also intends to create a bustling downtown with stores, eateries, and cultural organizations. In addition, the city is designed to be a modernized metropolitan region with an emphasis on social inclusion, employment opportunities, and mobility, as well as sustainability and environmental protection. Telosa intends to have a population of 5 million residents by 2050, and residents will only need to travel 15 minutes to get to work, school, and other amenities. The whole idea sounds pretty cool, actually. However, an enormous project like this also faces some of the biggest challenges. Let's get into some of the biggest issues this futuristic city will face. One of the biggest problems with putting Telosa in the American West is that it will be hard to get water there. Existing communities in arid climates like Phoenix are already at risk of water shortages, and they would probably be reluctant to share their already limited supply. Telosa won't likely be situated adjacent to an ocean, therefore it won't be able to rely on desalination for water either. At this time, it is unclear how water will be obtained, unlike in successful existing desert megacities like Dubai. Due to its desert location, Telosa also faces additional political and logistical challenges, including those related to setting up a government, obtaining zoning and building permissions, and connecting to the country's existing resource and transportation networks. The absence of a sense of community in Telosa is another significant issue. Although Law has said he wants to establish a community in Telosa, it will be extremely difficult to draw people to a brand new settlement in the middle of the desert. Building a city from scratch is expensive, and Telosa's projected cost of $400 billion gives you a good idea of the scope of the undertaking. Even the immensely wealthy Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman finds it difficult to raise the $500 billion required for the city of Neom, whose construction began in December 2022. Telosa's estimated $400 billion cost is no minor undertaking, and it is unclear if Law will be able to acquire the required funds. Although he has declared that he will depend heavily on external funding and public-private partnerships, it is unknown whether these sources of finance will be available given the current status of the world economy. However, if he succeeds in completing this dream city, surely everyone will want to emulate it. I am extremely excited about the completion of this dream city. Let us know what you find most fascinating about this city in the comments section below.